Hello, good afternoon. Welcome to Baina Midday News. I'm Khadija Tukubra Kailan. Coming up in today's headlines, Ghana Health Service to vaccinate young girls against cervical cancer. Also, Baumia says he wants to build a digital Ghana for inclusive economic growth. And in sports, GFA clarifies Kwesi Appiah's role in the Black Stars coaching selection process. Remember, you're streaming live on Facebook and YouTube at Baina TV. We'll be back shortly with details of the stories. Thank you for staying with us. Now starting off with some stories from the Ashanti region. The Menchia Palace in Kumasi has received the first batch of looted objects and artifacts from the American Museum. The palace is expected to receive another batch from the British Museum on Thursday, February 8th this year.
The returned artifact would be presented to Otumfuo Osei Tutu II, the Asantehene, on Thursday, February 8 this year during a Durbar of chiefs and people of Asanteman. This would mark the 150th anniversary of Sagranti War, which culminated in the burning of the Menchia Palace and the looting of golden ornaments and other artifacts from the palace by soldiers of British colonialists. Mr. Osei Bonsu Safo Kantanka, a monarchical historian attached to the Menchia Palace, told the media that the return of some of the looted artifacts was very significant since it marked a turning point in the Anglo-Ashanti history. He said the items would be loaned to the palace for 3 years, and if well managed, the duration could be extended for another year. Mr. Safo Kantanka said aside from their significance in portraying the creativity of their ancestors to present and future generations, some of the artifacts also portrayed the soul and spirit of Asanteman. He indicated that Otumfuo Osei Tutu II would sit in his state during the Kuntun Kuni Durbar on February 8th at the Menchia Palace to receive the items. The Sagranti War, which was fought in 1874, led to the burning and looting of the Menchia Palace of the then Asantehene Kofi Kari by British soldiers and the death of many Ashanti people. The war was caused by 3 major factors: colonial competition, control over trade routes, and ethnic and religious tension.
Which one is this? Away from the Ashanti region, development researcher and communication advisor Kobna Edu has observed that the weight of kenke keeps reducing, but the prices have been going up on streets in Accra. According to him, kenke is quite expensive around Jowulu, adding that Fridays are good kenke selling days as many people buy for their homes over the weekend. What kind of
During an interview with a sister station in Accra, Mr. Edu said kenke consumers experienced a sharp drop in the kenke they buy between August and November 2023. According to him, while the seller's price affects affordability, the value for money lies in the price of kenke at a given weight. On that measure, kenke started the year at 124 grams per Ghana cedi, a 20.5% drop over the preceding 3 months, as consumers experienced a sharp drop in their kenke well-being through shrinkflation. The value of kenke continued to drop another 17% over the first half of the year, ending at 102 grams per Ghana cedi in July. As expected, the higher the kenke price, the heavier the kenke. He therefore said that kenke size keep reducing, but prices keep going up. Jowulu is a constantly expensive area to buy kenke, and Fridays are good selling days for kenke. According to him, in December 2022, kenke shrank by 16.9% over the year. The kenke index creator emphasized that 3 Ghana cedis ball of kenke is the best price for consumers to get a value for their money, highlighting that the most affordable kenke was in the coastal areas. He concluded that the absolute heaviest ball of kenke was in Ablekuma, 739 grams, more than a bigger green bottle of beer in weight.
And now in the Western region, a 35-year-old farmer, Kojo Amo, is standing trial at the Enchi District Magistrate Court on allegation of making an offensive statement about Nana Kojo Mia III, chief of Boinso in the Owin municipality in the Western region. He was granted bail in the sum of 10,000 Ghana cedis with 2 sureties, while the court ordered that Amwa should be accompanied by his elders to visit the chief's palace and render an unqualified apology. Customarily, Amwa pleaded not guilty to the charge and will reappear before the court on Monday, February 12th.
Around 7:35 p.m. A witness and 2 others saw Amos standing among many people at City Office, a popular area at Boinso, making an audio recording with his mobile phone and insulting the complainant. The witness informed Nanamia III and he came over to verify what he heard and met Amo lambasting him and his elders without any proof. Nanamia III, who felt humiliated, reported the incident at the Boinso police post, but the case was later referred to the Enchi District Police Command for further investigation. The complainant produced the audio recordings Amo made to the police and statements were taken from him and the witness as well. The audio recordings were made in the Brosa language and were translated by an independent person. Amo was arrested by the police and confirmed that he made the audio recording based on the love he had for the residents of the Boinso community. He claimed that Nanamia III brought illegal miners to prospect for gold in a forest reserve at Boinso, but he, together with some youth of the town, objected and drove the miners away. After that, Nanamia III engaged a timber contractor with the intent to cut trees from the same forest, and they stood against that idea. Amo posted the audio recordings to Boinso World, a social media handle created by a section of Boinso residents where they share ideas and address pressing issues in the community.
And now in health, the Ghana Health Service, in an effort to reduce the prevalence of the human papillomavirus among women in Ghana, will roll out a vaccination campaign by the end of the year targeting pre-adolescent age 9 to 14. The nationwide vaccination aims to immunize adolescents before entering into sexual activities, given the alarming rate of cervical cancer.
Programs Manager for the Expanded Program on Immunization at the Ghana Health Service, Dr. Mponsai Chiano, emphasized the necessity of the 2-dose vaccine for each child. He said they have already done a piloting which was to learn lessons. They will roll out a nationwide vaccination and their focus is usually on young people before they start their sexual debut. So by the end of the year, they should have started the vaccination. He added that while they were doing the piloting, they had to give 3 doses. Then it came to 2 and now they are talking of 1, but 1 dose is also premised on the fact that they need to have a well-established screening, but they are likely to do 2 doses because that is the best card to put forward. According to the ICO or IARC Information Center on HPV and Cancer, Ghana has a population of 10.6 million women ages 15 years and older who are at risk of developing cervical cancer. Current estimates indicates that every year 2,797 women are diagnosed with cervical cancer and 1,699 die from the disease. Cervical cancer ranks at 2nd most frequent cancer among women in Ghana and 2nd most frequent cancer among women between 15 and 44 years of age. Data is not yet available on the HPV burden in the general population of Ghana. However, in West Africa, the region Ghana belongs to, is about 4.3% of women in general population that are estimated to harbor cervical HPV 16 or 18 infection at a given time, and 55.6% of invasive cervical cancer are attributed to HPV 16 or 18.
And now in politics, Vice President and flag bearer of the New Patriotic Party, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, has declared that his objective as president would include building what he has labeled as Digital Ghana, which will be ready for the ongoing global digital revolution for inclusive economic growth in Ghana. Addressing the nation on February 7 to reveal his vision and priorities for Ghana, he revealed several policies in other sectors, but stressed the indispensability of a digital Ghana.
Addressing a fully packed Kofi Ohene Kunedu Auditorium at the University of Professional Studies, the MPP flag bearer said his government will not be pursuing or prioritizing the same policies pursued between 2017 and 2024 under the leadership of President Akufo-Addo. He said even though the NPP has done many good things since it took over power in 2017, he as a president has a new vision and priorities which will open new doors of opportunities for Ghanaians irrespective of political and religious backgrounds. According to Dr. Bawumia, his Digital Ghana vision will, among other things, aim at applying technology in transforming key sectors of the economy, including agriculture, healthcare, education, manufacturing, and the financial sector for a prosperous digital economy, which will make Ghana a digital hub and also create jobs for the youth. He said as he aimed to build a transformative digital Ghana, it is important to build digital talents Ghana needs for the digital revolution. He therefore disclosed an ambitious plan to train thousands of youth per year on digital software skills in order to open them up for the job market both in Ghana and globally.
Become a digital hub in Africa, Ghana needs more investment. The cost of data for the ordinary Ghanaian has become too expensive. It goes against the very ethos of our digitalization journey. The industry cannot continue to operate at the efficiency and pricing levels of the least efficient operators. The focus has to be on the best efficiency and pricing for the consumer. I commit to working with the industry players in setting clear policy guidelines that will remove any investor uncertainty and difficulties in business planning, including the expeditious allocation of spectrum, driven more by the goal of enhancing digital inclusion and less by revenue consideration.
Dr. Bawumia stressed that in order for Ghana to move forward, there is the need for the country to inculcate a mindset of possibilities and eschew pessimism, which he said is often due to political differences, adding that Ghana has the potentials and has showed in many ways that we have what it takes to be world beaters, hence his government will.
And in sports this afternoon, the Ghana Football Association has clarified the role of former Black Stars coach Kwesi Appiah in the processing leading to the selection of a new Black Star coach following the sacking of Chris Hughton. According to the Ghana Football Association, Kwesi will, as a member of the Executive Council, will be involved in reviewing the reports which will be submitted by the 5-member committee.
Concerns were raised about Kwesi Appiah's exclusion from the 5-member committee set up to identify a suitable candidate for the role. According to GFA General Secretary Prosper Ado, the committee will submit its report to the Executive Council, which include Appiah, for review and approval, clarifying that Kwesi Appiah, as a member of the GFA ESCO, will be part of the deliberations and decision-making before the GFA announces a new coach. The committee was established following the dismissal of Chris Hughton after Ghana's disappointing performance at the AFCON 2023 tournament. Its mandate is to find a new coach with extensive knowledge of the African football landscape and a proven track record of success.
And this is what we have for you on our midday news. For more stories, log on to our website www.bainamultimedia.com. I'm Khadija Tukubra Kailan. Have a good afternoon.